live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
A very good evening and a warm welcome to the national news telecast on Sri Lanka Rupavahini. Today is the 15th of August 2026 and bringing your top local stories for tonight. I'm Sanal Paraditana.
A very good evening indeed. I'm Sharifa Tahir. Let's take a look at the headlines. Large-scale drug trafficker who was hiding overseas was brought back to the island. A Sri Lanka Navy Bora fast-track craft has met with an accident in the seas of Angulana. India celebrates 80th Independence Day today. Tomorrow is the third day of the Rupavahini National Handicraft Exhibition and Fair. Japan marks 81 years since the end of World War II. 38 persons killed in a powerful earthquake in Indonesia.
Moving on with local stories for tonight. Large-scale drug trafficker Shiran Basik, who had fled the country and was hiding in Dubai, was brought back to Sri Lanka last night by the Bandaranaga International Airport in Katunayake.
Further investigations regarding the suspect are being conducted under the instructions of the Inspector General of Police. A resident of Dehiwala, 48-year-old Shiran Basik, is under investigation by multiple police stations for a range of charges, including drug trafficking, illegal possession of firearms, possession of dangerous and sharp weapons, membership in an unlawful assembly, and committing mischief. Investigations are also scheduled to be conducted into his illegal assets, which are suspected to have been acquired through drug trafficking and other organized criminal activities. Police media spokesman ASP F.U. Wootler stated that investigations had revealed the suspect had links with international terrorist organizations. He added that the suspect was currently being investigated as a large-scale organized criminal who was specifically wanted by Sri Lanka for possession of firearms as well as the trafficking, sale and possession of large quantities of narcotics. He further noted that following the arrest of this suspect, 92 other international red notices remained and that the state apparatus along with the Sri Lanka police were prepared to act on executing those 92 notices in the future. He concluded that the Central Crime Investigation Division was conducting further investigations on the suspect under a 72-hour detention order.
A Sri Lanka Navy Dwara fast attack craft has met with an accident in the seas of Angulana. 11 people who were aboard the vessel have been rescued unharmed, while a search operation is underway for one missing person. The vessel met with the accident while returning after completing a patrol. During the rescue operation, 11 individuals were rescued with the assistance of nearby fishing boats and the police and were admitted to the Navy Hospital and the Kodalavala Hospital. Reports indicate that their condition is not serious. Joint search operations to locate the missing person are currently underway by the Sri Lanka Navy and the police, with support also being provided by the Sri Lanka Air Force.
The auspicious Nakat Sea Tour for the year 2027 was presented yesterday to the Most Venerable Tibbatuabe Sri Siddhartha Sumangala Thera, the Mahanayaka Thera of the Malwata chapter. It was presented by the Deputy Minister of Buddha Sasana and Religious Affairs, Kamagidra Disanayaka. The presentation of the auspicious timesheet for the year 2027 took place at the Malwata Mahavihara in Kandy. Subsequently, the auspicious timesheet was also presented to the Anunayaka Thera of the Malwata chapter, Venerable Dimbu Kumbare Vimala Dhamma Thera. The Deputy Minister stated that the auspicious timesheet compiled by the National Auspicious Time Committee is scheduled to be officially proclaimed on the upcoming 17th through the intervention of the Department of Cultural Affairs. Afterwards, the 2027 auspicious timesheet was also handed over to the Asgiriya Mahaviharaya. Officials from the Department of Cultural Affairs and several others were present at the event.
The second internal procession focused on the four main devalis of the Senkadakala Asala Perahara festival paraded the streets last night. This was conducted under the guidance of the Basnayaka Nilame of the historic Sri Mahavishnu Devalaya and in accordance with ancient traditions. The internal procession centered around the four main devalayas are a key ritual performed following the planting of the cup. After carrying the sacred insignia around the temple 3 times, 5 internal processions take place across the 4 main devalayas. The first Kumbal Perahara is scheduled to take place on the 18th. Inspector General of Police, Attorney at Law Priyantha Veerasuriya paid respects to the most venerable Mahanayaka Theras of the Malvatta and Askiriya chapters yesterday and briefed them regarding the security arrangements for the upcoming Sri Dalanda Perahara.
India is celebrating its 80th Independence Day today. The occasion was marked in Sri Lanka with a special celebration at India House in Colombo.
India gained independence from British rule on August 15, 1947, ending nearly 2 centuries of colonial administration and marking the birth of the world's largest democracy. The country's freedom was achieved after a long independence movement led by national leaders including Mahatma Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru. Since then, India has transformed into a major economic and technological power with its development strategy focused on self-reliance, innovation, infrastructure and advanced technology under its vision of Viksit Bharat by 2047. Prime Minister Narendra Modi led India's 80th Independence Day celebrations, beginning with a visit to Rajghat to offer floral tributes to Mahatma Gandhi. Upon arriving at the Red Fort, he received a guard of honor and hoisted a national flag accompanied by the national anthem, a synchronized 21-gun salute and a petrol shower by 2 Indian Air Force M117 helicopters. The ceremony focused on Yuva Shakti, celebrating the role of young Indians in achieving a Viksit Bharat by 2047. In his address, Prime Minister Modi highlighted the historic significance of the event, noting that Vande Mataram was heard at the Red Fort on August 15 for the first time since independence.
आजादी के बाद 15 अगस्त को लाल किले पर पहली बार वंदे मातरम गूंज रहा है। आज जब हम देश के लोग वंदे मातरम के 150 वर्ष मना रहे हैं।
In Colombo, the 80th Independence Day celebrations were held this morning at the Indian ambassador's residence. The event began with the hosting of the Indian national flag and a guard of honor, followed by a series of Indian cultural performances. Addressing the gathering, Indian High Commissioner to Sri Lanka, Santosh Jha highlighted India's journey since independence and its aspiration for the future.
National interest is the foundation of our foreign policy. Peace, cooperation, dialogue, and the ideal of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam are the pillars of our foreign policy. We have entered into free trade agreements with many countries to enhance economic cooperation and strengthen mutual relations. We are playing a leading role among the countries of the Global South. Our country has grown in stature on the global stage. We believe in a rules-based international order. Our endeavor is to ensure that the global community receives appropriate representation in the United Nations and other multilateral organizations.
A special event celebrating the 80th Independence Day of India was held this morning at the Indian Assistant High Commissioner premises in Kandy. The ceremony was presided over by the Assistant High Commissioner of India, Mrs. Saranya V.S. Certificates were presented to the winners of knowledge competition held among school children to mark the occasion. An Independence Day ceremony was also held this morning at the Consul General of India in Hambantota to mark India's 80th Independence Day. The event was held under the patronage of the Consul General of India in Hambantota, Mr. Harvinder Singh.
Today was the second day in the Rupavahini National Handicraft Exhibition and Fair at the BMICH premises in Colombo.
Large crowds were reported to be arriving at the exhibition premises. Large crowds continue to gather for the second consecutive day at the Rupavahini National Handicrafts Exhibition, currently being held at the Bandaranaike Memorial International Conference Hall premises in Colombo. The exhibition connects the north and the south, showcasing unique handicraft creations unique to all 9 provinces across the island. Visitors have been given the opportunity to admire these exceptional items as well as purchase them. Rare, one-of-a-kind masterworks alongside traditional crafting techniques are on display. Exhibitors and visitors sharing their thoughts stated that an exhibition of this nature creates national and international market opportunities for local artisans while providing immense support to small and medium-scale entrepreneurs. The exhibition, which is entirely open to the public free of charge, will continue tomorrow at the BMICH premises in Colombo. The national television serves as the official media sponsor for this event. More local news items coming to you on the other side of this break.
Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Welcome back. We continue with more news. Japan marked 81 years since the end of World War II with solemn commemorations across the nation. Citizens are gathering to honor the memory of approximately 3.1 million people who died during the conflict.
The annual observances reflected on the historic radio broadcast by Emperor Hirohito announcing Japan's surrender while reaffirming a commitment to lasting peace. In Tokyo, around 4,300 people attended the government-organized ceremony. Attendees offered a minute of silent prayers. Emperor Naruhito delivered an address to honor the fallen. More than 60% of the attending relatives were aged 70 or older, with the oldest participant being a 98-year-old man who lost his brother in the Philippines. More than 80 relatives of the younger generation under the age of 20 also participated to preserve and pass on these historical memories. Regional events took place nationwide throughout the day.
And finally, in local news, Varuna Surasena, who had functioned as a marketing officer at the Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation for 26 years, has passed away at the age of 54 years. He was a resident of Vevaltuva, Kalaniya. Varuna Surasena had joined the SLRC in the year 2000 and extended his services as marketing officer for over 2.5 decades. His remains will lie at a private funeral parlour in Makula Road, Kiribathgoda from 8 a.m. tomorrow. The funeral is scheduled to be conducted in Kiribathgoda on Monday the 17th. Foreign news items coming to you after this short break as well. And taking a look at your foreign developments for tonight, 38 people have died in a powerful earthquake measuring 7.7 on the Richter scale that occurred in the sea area near Flores Island, Indonesia.
The country's meteorological agency states that the tsunami warning issued initially was later lifted. However, steps were taken to move people in many coastal areas to safe locations. The American Geological Survey stated that this earthquake occurred around 5 a.m. Indonesian time today, and its epicenter was recorded at a depth of about 15 kilometers. Many people were injured in the incident. Relief teams say that the death toll may rise further. Several buildings in the Maumere area have collapsed, and operations to rescue the victims are continuously underway. Authorities have informed the public to stay away from coastal areas and damaged buildings, as strong aftershocks have also been reported.
In western Turkey, a retired artisan has found an extraordinary second life for everyday waste by transforming discarded walnut shells into intricate miniature works of art. 70-year-old Süleyman Yücel began this unique craft 14 years ago, turning simple shells into detailed sculptures through immense patience and imagination. Today, Süleyman Yücel's handmade creations draw widespread attention at local exhibitions, inspiring visitors with a creative approach to recycling. A resident of western Turkey turned to walnut shell carving as a hobby following his retirement. Over the past 14 years, he has mastered the meticulous process, carving out more than 120 distinct objects that include detailed human figures, animals, vehicles and musical instruments.
Beijing is gripped by robotic football fever as qualifying matches get underway for the 2026 World Humanoid Robot Games. Humanoid teams are battling on the pitch for a spot in the main competition, showcasing rapid advancements in autonomous sports engineering. Teams from China Agricultural University and Tsinghua University High School Shangping are competing head-to-head, dribbling, defending and shooting during the 5v5 medium-sized group qualifiers. According to organizers, this year's games will feature 2,056 robots, more than quadruple last year's total, with teams representing 16 countries across 6 continents, including Madagascar, the United States, Germany and Japan. While the football qualifiers run through August 16, the main World Humanoid Robot Games will take place in Beijing from August 22nd to 26th.
Hundreds of small wooden boats piled with fresh guavas, mangoes and bananas are crowding the narrow canals of Bimruli in southern Bangladesh. The historic floating market has entered its peak season during the monsoon months of Ajah and Shravan, drawing traders, buyers and international visitors to the region. The vibrant trade serves as a vital economic link for local farmers across the surrounding agricultural belt. Farmers and traders travel by boat directly from orchards across Barishal, bringing their fresh harvest straight to the water. Daily trading runs from 6 in the morning until noon, with transactions taking place entirely from boat to boat. Bimruli sits at the heart of a vast guava growing region where cultivation and floating markets have operated for nearly 2 centuries. In the Jalukati district alone, more than 500 hectares are dedicated to guava farming, yielding over 6,000 tons annually. As harvest season continues through September, these historic waterways remain the lifeblood of the local fruit trade.
Welcome back. We move on to sports news now. First match of the current test series between Sri Lanka and India has commenced at the Galle International Cricket Stadium today.
The Indian team came to bat first and scored 288 runs for the loss of 2 wickets at close of play today. The current test is the 50th test match being conducted at the Galle International Cricket Stadium. All-rounder Kesharan Wanta has received the opportunity to play in a test match today. The Indian team, after winning the toss, commenced their innings with openers Yashasvi Jaiswal and KL Rahul. Rahul was dismissed for 32 runs and captain Shubman Gill scored 16 runs. KL Rahul was retired hurt for 77 and he was able to record his 21st half-century in Test cricket. Devdutt Padikkal has recorded his first century in Test cricket by scoring an unbeaten 131 runs. Official authorization has been granted by World Athletics for the 2026 Colombo Marathon.
Accordingly, a key highlight is that this marathon has been included in the World Athletics global calendar. The 2026 Colombo Marathon is scheduled to be held on 13th September. Ministry of Sports has been officially informed that its official application was accepted by the Administrative Division of World Athletics and added to their global calendar. Meanwhile, approval from World Athletics has also been received for the running route of the marathon, which starts at Golfers Green. Additionally, this event has been designated as a world ranking event, offering local marathon runners a significant opportunity to enter the international rankings. The Ministry of Sports also officially announced today that approval has been secured from the Association of International Marathons and Distance Races. Player registration for this inaugural Colombo Marathon is currently underway and will close on the 1st of next month. The Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation serves as the official media sponsor for the event.
The world's biggest marathon is coming to Sri Lanka, September 13th at 6 a.m. live and exclusive on Channel I.
And from athletics to netball, the Sri Lanka received the third place in the Asia Cup netball tournament by defeating Malaysia team today. The 14th Asia Cup netball tournament was concluded in Hong Kong and the competition for the third place was held between Sri Lanka and Malaysia. At the end of the first half, Sri Lanka was leading 31-30. In the second half, Sri Lankan team has added 34 points and Malaysia also gained 30 points. As a result, the match ended in Sri Lanka team's favour 65-60. Singapore had won the Asia Cup netball trophy and the runners-up were the Hong Kong team. And with that, we conclude tonight's national news telecast on Sri Lanka Rupavahini. Thank you very much for tuning in. Signing off, it's me Sunal alongside Sharifa. Have a very good night.
விளையாட்டுன்னு இருக்காம கொஞ்சம் படிக்கணும். சரியா? சரி. குலப்படி செய்யக்கூடாது.
ඇයි ඔය ලයිට් එක ඔෆ් කරේ?
මේ මගේ රට නිසා. මං මගේ රටට ආදරේ නිසා.
ඔව්. ඒක ඇත්ත.
මේ පුරවැසියන් ගොඩනැගෙන කාලයයි. සුරකිමු ලංකා. එකතු වෙමු. එළිය දෙමු. ශ්‍රී ලංකා.
අද අපි ඉන්නේ දෙහිවල ජාතික සත්වෝද්‍යානයේ. අපේ පුංචි නංගිල මල්ලිලට අරන්ගෙන මේ විශේෂ වැඩසටහනේ මාත් එක්ක මේ දෙහිවල ජාතික සත්වෝද්‍යානයේ ඉස්සරහට යන්න අපේ මුතුහර පවුලේ සමාජිකාව එකතු වෙලා ඉන්නවා.
සබහාදහම ගැන කතා කරනකොට සබහාදහම විඳිනකොට අපේ දූල පුතාලා හරිම කැමති මාතෘකාවක් තමයි මේ සතා සිව්පාව කියලා කියන්නේ. මේ ලෝකයේ තවත් විශ්මිත නිර්මාණයක් තමයි මේ අලියතුන් කියන්නේ. ඉතින් අපි මේ අලියතුන් ගැන තවත් ඉදිරියේදී කතා කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා.
සෑම අඟහරුවාදාවකම සවස 5ට මුතුහර තුලින් let's go මෙහි කතේ රිද්මය හඳුනා ගන්න හදවතින්ම සමීපව
ජාතික රූපවාහිනියට සම්මාන පිට සම්මාන සුමති සම්මාන 2026 හොඳම ටෙලිනාට්‍ය නළුවා සෞම්‍ය ලියනගේ The Lake හොඳම ටෙලිනාට්‍ය නිලිය තරින්දි ප්‍රනාන්දු ඉරගිනි මද්දහන හොඳම ටෙලිනාට්‍ය ගීත රචනය තරංගා දිසානායක ඉරගිනි මද්දහන හොඳම ටෙලිනාට්‍ය ගීත ගායනය සිව්මිනි ඔපයංගි ඉරගිනි මද්දහන හොඳම ටෙලිනාට්‍ය සංස්කරණය නාමල් සමරතුංග The Lake හොඳම ටෙලිනාට්‍ය කැමරා අධ්‍යක්ෂණය චින්තක සෝමකීර්ති The Lake කුසලතා සම්මානය මංචනා පලිහ වඩන The Lake කුසලතා සම්මානය තුෂානි බුළුමුල්ල අමුතු දීගේ හොඳම ටෙලි චිත්‍රපටය ආවේශය අතුල පීරිස් ඒෂියා මිරකල් අවෝඩ්ස් 2026 ජාතික වටිනාකම් ප්‍රවර්ධනය කරන වසරේ විශිෂ්ටතම නාලිකාව ජාතික රූපවාහිනිය වසරේ විශිෂ්ටතම දෙමළ නාලිකාව නේත්‍රා වසරේ විශිෂ්ටතම සංගීත වැඩසටහන පියුම් නීලවිල චින්තක අනුරුද්ධ වසරේ විශිෂ්ටතම රූපවාහිනී පූරක නිලාර් එන් කාසිම් පියුම් නීලවිල වසරේ විශිෂ්ටතම කෘෂිකාර්මික වැඩසටහන රන් අරුණැල්ල සංක නිරෝෂණ වසරේ විශිෂ්ටතම උදෑසන වැඩසටහන ශනිදා ආයුබෝවන් වසරේ විශිෂ්ටතම කැමරා අධ්‍යක්ෂණය පියුම් නීලවිල අමල් ලියනගේ වසරේ විශිෂ්ටතම කාන්තා වැඩසටහන ඩුග සෙවන වසරේ විශිෂ්ටතම සතියන්ත ටෙලිනාට්‍ය දොරකඩ දෙවොල මාධ්‍ය විශිෂ්ටතා සම්මානය පාරමී රණසිංහ වසරේ විශිෂ්ටතම ප්‍රවෘත්ති නිවේදක නදීක කරුණානායක වසරේ විශිෂ්ටතම දමිළ මාධ්‍යවේදියා මරිය ජයමන් බිස්නස් ටැලන්ට් අවෝඩ්ස් 2026 හරවත් කාන්තා වැඩසටහන නුග සෙවන අධ්‍යක්ෂ වැඩසටහන් නිලාර් එන් කාසිම් සත්‍යන්ත සාර සංග්‍රහය ශනිදා ආයුබෝවන් අධ්‍යක්ෂ අධ්‍යාපන වැඩසටහන් සංජය ඉන්ද්‍රකුමාර විශ්වසනීය වගකීම් සහගත සහ ජනගත ප්‍රවෘත්ති විකාශය ජාතික රූපවාහිනී ප්‍රවෘත්ති අධ්‍යක්ෂිකා විමුක්තිකා කාර්යවසම් මෝටර් තාක්ෂණ කර්මාන්තය හා භාවිතය සම්බන්ධයෙන් සුක්කානම තරංගි අතුරලිය වඩාත් ජනගත අධ්‍යාපන වැඩසටහන නැනමිහිර දේවිකා කුමාරසිංහ